a lot of airtime with the Ember and the Earth and the Nyx Assassin. The Shadow Demon feels a bit different pace than all those heroes who can kind of like jump into action and maybe even get a pick off here and there or lead it the charge. Shadow Demon can be offensive and set up some stuff with the disruption, but also feels like a strong defensive hero in his own right. I'm excited to see some Moon Shadow Demon action here. He'll join the side of Skeeter in the top lane on his DK. No surprise to see Bryle mid Invoker. Bryle had a really good game, or really good series yesterday, and showing in that mid lane, going against Quinn and Team Quincy crew. Obviously, they did fall short in that series, but Bryle had a fantastic series. In game number 2, a Void Spirit that like ended with like 18 kills and 4 deaths or something like that.
They actually opt for it's off lane. They actually both opt for laning items here, because he usually likes to start off with his boots of speed. Maybe they're considering laning a little bit before cutting.
30 seconds to battle.
Items, a lot of early consumable here.
Here making an aggressive play.
Take over the bounties at the bottom. They got it. They're going to force Cr4zy off and around the corner.
Should be able to get 3 runes here. Maybe 4.
Axe and Morana definitely hold this top bounty. Get all 4?
They are.
Moon's trying to round the corner for it, but yeah, I don't think they can do much. They're just going to see. He got poison first. Can Bulba snag it? Arrow. He got it. As all 4 bounty runes for Evil Genius. Moon eating a lot of damage too at the end of that. He's got to chew through a little bit of his salad early on.
You don't see that often where a team is capable of getting runes, but they do have really passive supports early with this like Shadow Demon and Chen. Because of that, they abused it with amount of they have really good early game from each with all the stuns. And they're deciding to put Chen in the off lane because of the what I kind of mentioned about the ability to like cut, and they can't really do it with Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon playing, it's weird because he's playing like safe lane as a kind of a lane secure. Oh, we start off with boots.
They switched. My bad, guys. Here we go. Didn't miss anything. Yeah, as we'll see when the cut is going to be potentially kicking in here. Aoi having to swap up to 4 priority potentially, I guess, on this Chen. No, he's just kind of hanging to the side of Cr4zy, but you know, Chen can only do so much if they want to add a lot of extra pressure onto Cr4zy at this point. For top, yeah, Moo getting bullied back quite a bit.
It's always really nice what EG does with like, not like every team kind of does this. It's like whenever Crit kind of just plays this Morana, he's always like airing these range creeps, and he gives all the XP to Bulba. He'll leech a little bit of like the melee creeps and so forth, but he wants to snowball this axe and give him like a fast level 3. You can see like Crit barely has any XP and Bulba's already level 2.5. And again, he's just like airing creeps, and he got a nice air.
He accidentally maybe got the DK on that one. Not sure if intentional, but it might score them a kill, and it will. It's like, I'll take it.
It's a 2-for-1 special where he kind of angled it where he's kind of aiming for DK, but in case he did miss, he would get the range. That's how you really want to arrow, because it's like you maximize, you do this 5-second arrow. It's like, hey, if you want to take it, take it. It's going to be a lot of damage.
That's some Robin Hood shit right there. I like it. He splits the wicket to manage to get the score onto the DK, and Bulba gets the nice nod early on. They're also adding a tremendous amount of pressure through the bottom. It's easy early on with the good CS advantage. Now 9-4 denies on this one. Creep wave very far forward, and because the camp was blocked nearby, they can't just pull and try to equalize the lane unless they want to grab a sentry. What's our mid lane doing here? Ryoya's Queen of Pain going against Bryle's Invoker. Bryle kind of inching ahead a bit. He's got a lot of denies too. 13-6.
Bryle's been playing really well throughout this whole tournament so far in terms of like lane dominating. So.
Thank you, Lyrical. Lyrical messaged me. You probably saw it, but the overlay's on. I just changed it now. Don't worry, the delay is kicked in. Killing it, my bad. Thanks, buddy.
Well,
sorry. I got fellow talent watching my back. They know what it's like when you got to run your own production. Watch everything. All right, another arrow out. Didn't even seem to get the range creep. Just possibly a swing and a miss or for a different creep there. You know, is it in Cr4zy? He's hanging here for a bit, allowing Bulba to have his own. Then I imagine he'll be adventuring out, trying to add pressure across other lanes. I don't imagine Mirana needs to be babysitting too long up here.
Yeah, he's just making sure until like Bulba's lane is like completely secured that I think when it hits around 4 minutes, which is Crit likes to secure the rune for the mid player. They're rotating very soon. You can see his movements right now. That's what he opts to do.
Crit and Moon going toe-to-toe, battling over the back creep wave here as Bulba will just walk in and take it for himself. 4-minute runes. Where's the 4-minute rune gonna be? It's gonna go for it. Bryle heads towards the top. Bottom, it's a regen, and it's gonna be Ryoya's pickup.
Such a nice rune.
Help him out a bit.
I guess he realizes it's a quap that he's able to just jump on top of the rune. He'll get it no matter what.
Spam out some spells here early on. Shove it back to Bryle. Almost denies. The implication is that Bryle's already over level 5 and Ryo is trying to get to his level 5 still.
Moon is just farming neutral.
Going poison? Yeah, 2 points in poison.
Yeah, he just stacked his own jungle.
Nice thing for Shadow Demon is he's got those kind of easier stacks.
It's kind of nice that the ward that he plays, he's stacking the jungle for himself, I guess.
He blocked his own camp.
He blocked it for Mirana's potential rotations towards mid.
More value in just kind of being able to scout that out than have the camp that Bulba could even come over and take himself at any point.
So nighttime is going to hit now. They should look into... Crit's going to look into coming mid, arrowing the seed, or potentially getting a kill and forcing some sort of rotations on the map. And even looking at bottom as well, because it's like they have double stun set up, and Axe is just going to cut top and it's like kind of hard to kill, so there's not in any real threat of danger.
EG were able to score all 4 bounty runes, by the way, during the 5-minute mark. It's with Cr4zy and the position they're kind of stuck in. It really feels like they're already getting postured up on pretty hard. Moon really constantly in check and floating between lanes, relying on those jungle camps to get at least a little bit XP. Bottom lane, now in trouble! We catch it. Back end hit right there. It's R2 who gets the last hit in.
Crit's securing this 6-minute rune right now.
Let's see what it is. Still has plenty of bottle to work with. The DD top. More stacks coming together. Moon, excuse me. Oh, it looks like that he did lose the ward briefly that blocked out the camp and then dropped a new one instead. But Crit sees this is happening and he's coming in. So's Bulba, Ryoya. Like, how dare you? What do you think you're doing? Making stacks? Just clean him out, and now Bulba can move in and take the stack for himself. Oh boy, and the creep wave. Oh my goodness, that guy's got 55 CS in climbing.
I was like, thanks for the charity.
That can't feel good for Moon, that morale kicker.
Oh, Bulba CS is at 59 right now, top 1 net worth.
And he's got Blink queued up. With already phase boots on hand, he's just like, I don't need to step off for a hood or anything like that. I can get a Blink early. Start dunking people.
Game's a little slowed down a little bit here.
Stagnant, as we say. Effect to both sides and no serious kill opportunities when you're not able to catch little pickoffs like that onto Moon. Everyone else is in a pretty defensive position. The bottom lane is always under the tower because that creep wave was blocked before and there were no pulls. Fly's able to pull now. Creep wave always under the tower made it a bit difficult to dive. There's still potential in the mid lane, it looks like, for now. I mean, level 7 for Ryoya, and now with some reinforcements rotating over from the top lane.
This ward is actually just reading all of EG's movements right now. It's like Crit's really trying to make this like play, but it's like, you know, these guys are like, they're smart players. They understand like, hey, we can't be too forceful. It's like, we'll run there. If he backs off a little bit, then there's a ward somewhere. And they don't, you know, they don't want to force his play and just like make it happen in that aspect. So runs back top. Bulba's actually They're kind of close to Blink, but 1,000 away from Blink at 8 minutes so far.
Yeah, that's gross. He's big. And not the first time I've seen this Pro Series where Bulba somehow ends up with a totally free lane to farm up, whether it's Axe or Bristleback or what have you. He knows what to do with this kind of potential. Again, he'll take another wave into a neutral camp. Now, 4-man shield. Oh, how convenient. Take that too.
Yeah.
Oh, Iron. Oh, I was going to say Iron Talon, but that's the other side. Moon. Yeah, fantastic item to have for Bulba.
It's actually such a chill game for Moon. He's just farming away. I mean, DK is completely free, right? So that gives like freedom for this Shadow Demon to do whatever he wants to do.
Yeah, it's worth noting that Skeeter's got a lane to himself to farm up. It's still being outshined by Bulba, who has the luxury of working in these jungle camps and taking them all for himself. But DK's no joke either when he gets this kind of farm.
Very good by Crit. He read the map really well. Nice. Obviously, what I kind of mentioned when they both try to run at mid is like, hey, there's obviously vision around here. So now Invoker feels a little bit pressured from it, so he's like looking at potential rotations.
Yeah, while Crit remains in the dark, he'll feel a bit uneasy about heading into this mid lane. Well, he also got that ward behind the tier 1 tower in the mid lane for EG. See Moon here now too. But it's definitely been a pretty passive game. You're talking 3 kills in nearly 10 minutes.
There should be a play here soon. It's 10 minutes for bounty runes and the outpost. Invoker's looking into making a rotation. It's going to be a 4v4 fight.
Looks like down here, Cr4zy a lot of priority into this bottom bounty room, but EG are just across the river. And as you mentioned, Crit's here now, Ryoya nearby. Sure itching to get that Sonic Wave off. He'll settle for the rune and go right back to the mid lane.
Just like I'm done giving up our 2 bounty runes, guys. We've had a total of 8 already.
Yeah. Man, 2k net worth advantage for EG already without too many kills.
So they are going to look into buying a smoke. Nova's actually finished his blink here at 10 minutes. Is it finished right now?
That's pretty nice.
He's going to push this top lane in, and they're going to look into actually making a play on the map somewhere now.
Who do you think is their best target? Do you go for the Invoker mid? Do you try to take down this DK top?
They're going for top.
Artur's here.
Everyone's rotating.
Bulba going in. Still hasn't shown his blink dagger. It's still on the way.
Oh, this was nice. They forced 2 TPs up here now, and they're just gonna maybe just take a fight there.
Now he's got the blink dagger. We'll see Moon. Bulba doesn't want to reveal it quite yet. Skeeter may have seen him though. Chases on for Artur. The little bit of tornado and the ESC and the rolling boulder, and they're gonna finish him off. But here comes Ryoya. Sonic Wave on in. Gonna get the finish on the Moon Meander, rolling through and rolling back. Fly gonna get rolled over, and your EG skirmish top lane, hopeful Axe blink debut. It goes a bit sour as our Cr4zy reinforcements arrive and just get the catch.
I think EG should have been a little bit more patient there in what they wanted to do. They already got 2 TPs as a reaction on top, and Cr4zy is desperate to like make a play and make something happen. And if they didn't get anything out of it, EG would have been very happy with it because they had to use 0 TPs for that. And having this blink dagger, they should have just like smoked and just have a little bit better of a setup there. But I think they just felt confident to take the fight because the Chen was bottom, he's level 5, and they did have the numbers game there. Real unfortunate by them.
Looks like he's bringing somebody back to bottom. Ryle.
Yeah, if they actually kill this Lesh again, it's gonna feel real bad. They just TP down here. Got TP bottom to run back to mid.
Top, it's a regen, but jumping from Bulba to the mid lane. Nice blink catch onto Kezu. He chops off the Pango's head. They circle around this tier 1 for any outliers here. Bryle thinks about scooting in. Moon on the other side. Looks like they've spotted out Bryle, who dishes out the cold snap onto Fly. You don't want to overcommit towards the tower where reinforcement could arrive, so they backpedal to the mid lane. Tower very low, but they could not quite get the finish on it.
This TP up. We're gonna abuse the fact that if he uses TP here, he should have just ran into the lane, I think, unless they're planning to smoke here.
They pinged him. They know he's TP'd there. They have that mid observer ward. So
I drew the line that they're gonna either run like this towards bottom or they're gonna run towards mid lane.
So they go top, obviously, where it's gonna be free, and they can even probably snipe that tier 1 tower.
crazy part about this is like you can kind of see like who's making the calls in these games. It's like when Pango died and he had about 5 seconds left, Fly drew the line to run towards top because they have a ward mid and they're gonna see like, you know, Cr4zy made a very crucial mistake by using his TP in this tier 2 and the smoke was like very slow because there's no real strong plan behind it. He should have just ran to a lane and making sure that his TP was still up. And EG is just abusing the fact that his TP is like down now and they can make a play on another lane completely safe. And because of that, you know, they get a free tier 1 on top. And they're gonna push this top lane in and surround mid tower now.
See vision there for Cr4zy. I don't know if they are aware this approach is coming. Most of their team is still down south. The early stun, free little multi. Fly baits him in a bit. Now the Moonlight Shadow. The rotations are going to come from Cr4zy. Ryle jumps in but gets called out and caught from Bulba. Bulba looking to call them back, but everybody swarms onto Bulba. I guess EG, when they don't have everybody here at the ready, are second guessing that kind of commitment. Bulba, 3 poison sets. Pops the wall. Now, oh God, Ryoya now gets caught into the fire, and he just gets blown out. EG just throwing themselves into the fight, desperate to go for some finishes. They go for Cr4zy. The Hand of God comes out. Bulba engages once again, somehow surviving and running up from the side. Tornado's going to be there, and Bryle should be able to snipe him and gets it, but it could cost Bryle's life. With Cr4zy showing up and blasting them down, this is going to be the turnaround point. There's the arrow onto Moon and a follow-up stun, and that's a twofer for Cr4zy.
Oh, such a beautiful team fight from both sides in terms of execution. I thought Bulba kind of jumped the gun there early by jumping early because he needs his left track with him to do the damage. And the first jump, like he almost died, and you know, thankfully he lived. Another engagement here.
Yeah, Fly moving right up into the high ground. Gets stunned up, locked down. Crit still manages to sneak the bounty from under their nose.
Oh, he actually, and he heralded Helm Creep too. Better than arrowing the hero, that just disables him. Closing up on his vessel now, and Bulba actually almost finishing up his... Yeah, so fat.
And remember also in that fight, Ryoya was caught in a position right in the midst of Cr4zy's onslaught and was not even able to be too much of a factor. It didn't get Sonic Wave off. Got kind of locked down permanently. Credit to Cr4zy on that one.
Did he die there?
Ryoya? Oh yeah.
He's closing up in his Orchid now too, level 12 with his ult. Tour's like, I understand like why Tour he wasn't too rushed to like fight because he was kind of low on mana. On top of that, he was like catching up in his net worth. He is the carry. He is a carry lash, not a like a mid lash where it's just basic.
Cool items coming out. Grabs the Dragon Scale, Vampire Fangs. Cr4zy side here on Bryle. Wants to go for it. It seems tricky for Cr4zy to really go on the offensive. I'm not sure what they're holding out for. Shadow Blade to come from Skeeter. Pushing the ticket. They're moving right out. They got the Dragon Form. They got the Tornado EMP. Could not quite get the finish on Ryoya this time though. That Spirit Vessel and Burn. Could be just enough kills. Giving a step back in. Gets off the Sonic Wave. Pushes back Cr4zy and Skeeter a bit. But the rest of Cr4zy regroup back to their high ground side and maybe consider a slow second approach here, but no one hits the bed here. Everyone stands strong. Bulba very low, has to head all the way back to base.
I was gonna say, I'm not even sure if Blade Melt doesn't really feel this good this game because it's like you don't really want to call a DK in Blade Melt because of the amount of armor that he has, and Hooker doesn't really dish out that much right click either. It's like it's always really hard when you know it's kind of a bad Blade Melt game. It's like what else do you really build on axe? Aside, I mean, the reason why it is good is because of the stats that it gives, with the damage, armor, and but aside from that, just like this is like not the greatest Blade Melt. Can't really think of an item that is maybe Solar Crest or something.
Has a KB Q'd next to himself. As leads out the charge with the Bloodlust. Eater nearby, around the corner. They have the odds. Oh, but look, they get come out with Disruption, Soul Catcher onto Fly. He'll tank the gank and the approach for Cr4zy.
In turn, they get a 4 ping to spit off of position 5.
Yep. And look at this, EG going right back into the high ground of Cr4zy here. Hand to God, but Ryle eating way too much damage. Bulba trying to fight on forward. He's now going to be out of mana. Pops his blade mail and prays for the best, but loses his life. Artur also goes down, means that Cr4zy take this skirmish and force him out of the jungle.
Illusion.
They got a buyback out of the Tango. Yeah, I mean, it was just, they kind of ran high ground. I don't know, it was really blind made, and it was like there's just so many things going on at once there in that fight, but somehow, some way, Cr4zy came out on top. I think it's just really hard to fight Invoker in like choke point areas, so he's able to get all of his spells off with Tornado and EMP.
Yeah, Artur doesn't really do enough damage yet to just take him out in that first burst of damage. Aoi flexes the Hand of God, and they're able to kind of survive. And Artur doesn't have a support that is going to just bail him out, not like an Oracle or a Grave or any sort of immediate save. But once he's in trouble, that's it. Here he is in trouble again, getting netted up. Aoi's army, locking him down in spot, really hitting him with the Purge. He steps back and ultimately will fall. And Skeeter could be next. Nice catch there from Ryoya. Finishing him off with that Sonic Wave. Cr4zy, who was bought back in the previous fight, was in a bit of trouble. Tries to sidestep, now rolls, back forward, knocking down Ryoya, knocking up Crit, up into the high ground. Moon Meander gets the finish over Ryoya. Crit from the high ground, looking to go for Cr4zy. Cr4zy jumps up and takes him head on head. But there's the finish and the Starfall, and the pause comes out from Fly. Flag, it looks like here. Goodness, another fight where they get to jump on Artur and take him out early on, and then what do they have left for damage outside the Sonic Wave?
And Bulba had like such an amazing call, but like Moon Meander was at the right place at the right time, causing using a disruption on him. It's level 1. Oh.
Like really get mitigated that much between the two of them? It's level 1. Will tickle Crit. Still, it's back-to-back favorable fights for Cr4zy.
Yeah, they killed Artur off at the beginning. He died twice now with this. It's unfortunate for him. He lost so many Bloodstone charges. And the moment he picked it up, he died and died again. So he's down to 8. Really needs this BKB though. Getting like really kited and like he's getting controlled in these fights.
Yeah,
the last one in mid, it was more about just, I think he was just a little out of position there. Just ran uphill and...
They're walking Bulba. They hit him with the Cold Snap and the Spirit. There's with the Blade Mail, but obviously not going to be reflecting a whole lot. Peter stepping in, catches out Fly. Soul Catcher, Arrow, shot, Crit. Could slow down the DK, but Fly's already so slow because of his ult, and they'll still catch him anyways with the Disruption. And enough space, I guess, for Bulba to be able to make it out scot-free. Might have spoken too soon for Fly. Fly somehow is able to walk out and survive. So, no harm, no foul for anyone on EG's side as Cr4zy approach him with another threatening gank.
I think Cr4zy was just a little scared. I mean, it's just understanding like the map is Artur was playing off map the whole time, so they don't know if like the Slash track was there or like if anyone else was like behind this Ogre and Marana, right? But if like Artur was showing bottom, then they would have fully committed and went on this Ogre and continued chasing as well.
You want to go?
Definitely respecting who's showing on the map. Crit.
Oh, Skeeter catches out Crit from behind just as EG waddled through the river. Bulba, big call on the 3. Sets up the Sonic Wave with immediate Hand of God. And now Cr4zy are ready to swing. They put Bulba to the river and finish him off. Ryoya going to be next here. Cr4zy able to shrug off that catch. Follow through with their movement all the way across the lane. Ryoya will be finished, and the rest have to run. Only Fly and Artur survive. Artur pushing out that top lane in the meantime, but my God, that Hand of God just shrugged all their problems, and it really makes it feel like that all they have is this flesh for firepower.
It was his mech as well, but yeah, they dropped down to like what 40% HP, and he just healed them up completely full there.
Damn.
With the Axe Call, Blade Mail, top of the Sonic Wave.
And they have Spirit Vessel, but they took Crit out early, so don't have to worry about it. And they spotted a tour. Chasing him. And the Dragon Tail. And he's done for. Oh, trouble for EG now. Bulba jumps in, does get the call catch for Bryle. Moon there to help bail him out with disruption. But they'll still get him. The dunk's there. Howie able to finish out a tower in the mid lane in the meantime, but EG not done yet. They'll take Moon too. Kezu pops the rolling boulder. Rolls on out. Courier pays the price. Arrow, that Zader creep. Mr. President. Bulba! Bulba with another call. Bulba!
Bulba is back, baby.
That's the Bulba Seb, right? Oh. But triple kill for him.
Bulba's been playing outstanding as a stand-in.
He's
outstanding.
Setting out. I got you on that one. He's been setting up some fantastic calls. It's just a matter of if it's in good timing and EG are in position to dump in what they have on top of the call. And
the fights that they are winning, though, it's like they don't have the slash track. That's like very crucial for like the amount of damage he dishes out is like absurd. Like but at the same time, Artur he feels he really does need this BKB before he can join these fights. Because he's being like, you kind of mentioned, it's like he's getting controlled in these fights.
Dragon Form, Dragon Tail. It's arrow. Disruption. All for Fly. Fly just kind of, giving them a bit of information. That Cr4zy are rummaging back through their jungle.
That's their major timing for the next move. What EG really wants to do is BKB's 1,000 off from Marioya, and similar with Artur, is about 500 off, and that's when they are gonna make their next move on the map.
Let's say EG do manage to scrap together these BKBs, take a fight, and it doesn't go well. How problematic is that going to be for how they scale in this game? Is it Cr4zy have a scaling lineup that could outshine them, or EG still fine?
No, because I feel like eventually EG's lineup, like, they will run out of damage until like Lesh gets like level 25. Like at a point they're gonna run out of damage because I assume he's going Greaves actually. No one's making pipe. Well, they're not making pipe yet, so I think they feel like very strong because they saw like the past like couple team fights how much Mech and Hand of God really does for them.
Precious bounty.
DK's also going BKB. They're waiting a little bit because of their cooldowns. DK's form is on cooldown right now. You can see Lesh did finish off his BKB now. He's just going back to base, refill his bottle. Ryoya's
got his pretty much too. 10
gold off. Yeah, they should have a smoke ready on Mirana or Ogre. Yeah, they do. Both of them do, and they're just warding around the area. So they're gonna force this Roshan fight, and forcing a fight like that's gonna be. They feel like that's gonna be in their favor because of their timings, their item timings. And if Cr4zy wants to fight, this whole area is like secured.
Yeah, they even get the outpost. Don't want to risk a Cr4zy TP to the outpost kind of a play. This one looks pretty uncontested. Oh, nice arrow. Actually catches the approach of that DK. Bulba will be able to grab the invis himself. Kezu tries rolling in. Is it in time? He's there, but obviously can't get out of the wall to grab up the ages. R2 will pick that one up, and here comes the boys in blue. Running back Team Cr4zy to the mid lane. Lyle tries to go into the ghost walk, but he is going to get scouted up and just muscle down. Double kill. Artur back with a vengeance.
Live evil, baby.
Oh, that arrow not quite able to get the mark. Moon running so slow. He's managed to make it back inside, but this is now trouble for Cr4zy.
That's really how you effectively play around your item timings. It's like, you saw both of them the moment they finished BKB. They didn't want to chase Cr4zy around the map. They're like, you know what? Let's force them to come into us and take this very advantageous kind of fight. They secured, they secured the Roche. They had wards, so they know they're gonna come in. No matter what, it's gonna be advantageous because of the two surprise BKB effect, and being heavily warded as well.
Bulba narrowly missed Kezu with that call. Kezu is going to be able to make it away. The rest of EG were pressuring that mid lane, and I guess now they know Bulba is at the top. They jump right into the mid lane.
Two people are top. So.
Oh yeah, they have that ward. They'll see the two. They'll pounce, but if they only get Fly, it doesn't feel too great.
Fly is dying for the team.
Really is. He's been tanking the ganks, as we say.
I mean, honestly, like, you know, he does have the most deaths on his team, and 6 deaths. But you have to see, like, his deaths are, like, really for the team, because he's, like, bodying for his other teammates, his other fragile teammates, like the Slash and the Swap to get gone on. But instead, they just see this Ogre, and they don't want to just, like, ignore him completely, right? He's in front of their face. Just kill the person that's in front of you.
Artur a little far forward here. Cr4zy get another catch onto him. They can, and that's going to be the Aegis. Now Ryoya stepping in with the BKB. Bulba to step in next. Doesn't have his own BKB in next, but Artur still holds his. Pops it, fights for it. The lightning, double stun. Oh my goodness, Sonic Wave from Ryoya. The fall from Kezu. He'll be next. And it's a triple kill for Ryoya. BG firing off on all cylinders here. Moon tries to turn around to see if he can get Bulba with that ulti. Hits him another poison. Yes! Gets him. All that matters, I'm sure, for Moon is he wipes out the 3x kill streak of Bulba. Really, though, at the end of the day, it is EG who come out big. Looking at the fight recap, much favorable XP and gold exchange for him. Actually, doesn't even show the whole fight. Cap. Moonlight Shadow going to the mid lane.
Beautiful execution by UG there. You know, Cr4zy just needs to finish their item timing now. They're back to back like Roshan fights and this. It's really hard because they had a strong snowball kind of going on for them, but you know, DK is kind of falling off in terms of network now. He really needs his BKB that, you know, all these magic damage that he's taking.
Yeah, no pipe and no BKB defense means that Artur can just unleash everything. Ryo can unleash everything. We're in a little bit of a pickle here. Has to pop the BKB and run. Keep walking him back a bit, but he's still isolated. And they will finish him off. It's a forgiving little kill. EG are slow to peel away.
Nice juke by Fly there.
He gets a ward down behind the tier 2.
Place it far enough, and so AOI can't deward even if he places it on the high ground.
Yeah. That next level ward game.
My thrift
And the bottom lane probably something they're going to be visiting in the future anyways, so having that bit of intel is good. So, valuable. 30 minutes.
The price is under attack.
I think they still each had an outpost. Oh no, I think they only just got that outpost, so EG had both outposts during that 30 minutes.
Yeah, they missed it. Yeah, they're really playing for DK's. Maybe they can't play verse 20. It'll take too long. But they're playing for his BKB. He's 300 gold off. Need to really just secure his farm right now.
Bulbo has picked up his own BKB too. Time. Smoke.
Yeah, they're making sure they're giving Cr4zy no time to breathe. Continuing to pressure the map.
Why not, right? Low cooldowns.
Yeah, they've hit all their timings. They have low cooldowns.
Yep. Swift jump on the Kezu. Easy pick off. The Fly still drawing plans out to kind of muscle forward and clear out the tier 2. Obviously Cr4zy working on the southern half of the map, knowing that this is their only safe space here. And as you mentioned, they're just hoping to get to their next peak of power, which is certainly getting the BKB on the DK. Joker has the BKB queued up, but obviously a wait away.
Bulba and Fly are making sure this whole area, the whole enemy jungle is in their control. Any potential kills.
Is under attack.
Oh,
Radiant's bottom
Stewart to the high ground. Shadowblade speeder. Doesn't want to do this. Bulba follows up, gets the call onto DK. DK has that BKB. He decides to use it. Pops a dragon form, but he just gets Sonic Wave and finished off. Owie and the God a bit too late. Oh no, disaster for Cr4zy. Down the arrow! Wonderful shot by Chris. Damn. All because of that ward, I'm sure. That means it's going to be mid lane Rex. That could have been the game. They're going to go right for healer, right for the tier 4. At least the Chris Swap will. No buyback on TK for 30 seconds. All they have is Invoker. I think that could be it. They have a glyph though. Huh?
Another 5-second arrow on Tango at base.
And they're gone.
In the meantime, Aoi was got him with his creeps there, but creep cleans it all up here.
The Lotus pickup.
The DK and to remove Invoker's combo. Cold snap and missile.
Can you remove the purge? No, right? Or can you once it's already on?
Dire's
Yeah.
top tower
No, you
is
can't
under
remove it, but you
Okay.
can. If it's on him, and then he can purge himself.
Okay, yeah. Top to 2. Cleared out from EG. Feels like for them, they're on that winning
Dire's
lap.
top tower has
And all
fallen.
they got
BKB
to
is
do is take it
finished
home.
on DK. They're looking into this. Now they're looking for their play, but I feel like their timing is a little off this time.
They're even stronger now than they were in the previous fight. I mean, all the money that they put that look at Shiva's on our tour now. They might get a jump on the crit, a cute little support. Ryoga does step in, pops his own BKB, hits him with a little scream. Looking to go for the finish on Moon, can't quite get it. Moon able to make it away. Kazu also has to possibly turn and run. Missing out the rolling boulder though, does catch our 2 on the back lines, allowing them to maybe get a quick snipe on the fly. No, here comes Bulba. Jumping in with the call, with the dunk, finishing off Speeder. And now he's going to be out for a minute without a buyback. This could be it. Finishing off the Invoker certainly hurts, and he does have a buyback, but really...
Scotty on top, by the way. For the DK.
Yep,
A
oh
little bit of
god,
Invoker.
that together with the Vessel,
Dire's
the
middle
Chen,
tower
and the
has
DK,
fallen.
not going to be feeling as potent.
That with just the Vessel aura alone is like,
Dire's middle
drops it down to
tower is under
55%.
That's the tier 4. It's all ancient. Buyback. Final hurrah. Coming out for Cr4zy here in game number 1.
Dire's
Can they make anything out of it? Alright, decent damage. Onto our tour here. But Ryoga's like, I'm ready for game 2. Just slap it away on the ancient. It is going to be Geniuses who claim game number 1 of this best of 3.